Hi and hello, football fans. Dave Dameshek here. Let's talk voting. No, not presidential stuff. I'm talking about the Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens is a Hall of Famer, whether the Hall of Fame voters say he is or not. Matter of fact, T.O. is in the conversation for best wide receiver of the Super Bowl era. That's right, I said it. And before you call me crazy, I'd love to hear your top five. Except I can't. We're not on Skype. And sure, the popcorn and the pen in the sock, and that's my quarterback, were odd, but they shouldn't obscure the need to give T.O. a gold jacket. In fact, if voters were so bothered by the shirtless sit-ups, you'd think they'd want to cover him up. Jerry Rice is definitely the number one wideout ever, and if you don't think so, go sit in the corner till you do. The real question, though, is who's the second best? Surely the last half-century has yielded a gaggle of high-end possibilities, right? Well, wrong. Come on down from Mount Pius, Hall of Fame voters, and consider the options. There really aren't that many contenders. Calvin Johnson sure looked like he had a chance to be the best, but how many times was he actually the best in any given season? Rhetorical question. 1. The answer is 1. 2012. Okay, maybe 2011, but still. And maybe you're thinking, but Dave, I can make an argument for Marvin Harrison. Well, sure, you can make an argument for anything. The trick is making a meaningful argument. Also, why do you talk in that weird voice? It's unbecoming. By the way, Harrison also played more than half his games in a climate-controlled dome. Do it in the muck and or mire, and then we'll talk. And there's Steve Largent, Larry Fitzgerald, Chris Carter, Michael Irvin. Okay, but even adjusted for generational differences, the numbers just aren't on their side. Of the current NFLers, a verifiable golden age for pass catchers, Des Bryant, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, and Odell Beckham are stating their cases, but for now, they get a collective TBD. And then there's Randy Moss, who's at worst 3 on my list. But you know, T.O. is second all-time in yards, 6th in receptions, and 3rd in receiving touchdowns, exactly 1 behind the aforementioned Moss. Well, I don't think there's any call for that, Randy. Point is, T.O.'s not a Hall of Famer right now because voters think he was childish. So in other words, they're being childish. Ironic, huh? Either way, the next chance you voters get, you need to write his name down. Look, he already showed you how.